everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Meg, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I am giving this vintage dresser a makeover. It is really beautiful. It came with a mirror, but I am not going to be making over that mirror, and I'm going to sell this piece as is without that mirror. So it did have a bit of peeling veneer on the top, and once I had moved it into my painting area, I had a good look at it. Dovetail joints, which are beautiful. You can see the peeling veneer there, and I love those legs. Beautiful piece, great detail, and it's going to turn out amazing. So first off, I take out the handles. Now, I wasn't sure if I was going to keep these. Some of them had the wood missing in the middle, but you'll see what I ended up doing in the end. A few of the bottom drawers had plaques on them, so I took those off as well. As you can see here, I am just peeling off the veneer, and this is how I usually do it. If it's already peeling, then I can just get it off with my putty knife. And it came off pretty easy. But there were some pieces that on the bottom there that were really glued on and they weren't peeling away. So what I did is got my heat gun. This is a Wagner heat gun, and I just used it to heat up the veneer where the glue is, and then it just peels off when you're using your putty knife. It was very difficult to do this with just my feet holding on to the drawer, but I managed to be able to get it all off. Once I used that for a little bit, I got out my sander and I put 60 grit sanding disc onto my sander. This is usually how I do it, where I'm just sanding off the veneer, and it came right off. I then started to scuff sand with my orbital sander the entire top and all of the drawers and the sides as well, and then I used sandpaper to just go over the legs and the base. I also went around all of the trim, making sure it was all scuff sanded so that the paint will adhere. And as you could see there, the drawers were completely raw wood, so all of that top veneer came off, and it was beautiful wood underneath. I used some green tape to tape up the hardware holes on the backs of the drawers so that when I'm spraying, it doesn't go inside. I also used my green tape to tape up the runners, as I definitely don't want paint on those. And then I realized, well, the drawers are underneath and there's still a gap, so I used some blue painter's plastic tape to tape up those sections. And then use the green tape, as you can see here, to go around the edges so that the paint won't go in. I also had filled in some holes at the back where the mirror went with wood filler, and once it was dry, I took my orbital sander and just sanded those down nice and flat. I went over the top again with my sander just to make sure it was completely smooth because there were some dents and scratches. I also cleaned this entire piece with furniture cleaner, and then I started to spray with Kiltz Restoration Primer in my sprayer. I did about 2 coats of this primer. I sanded in between primer coats with 220 grit sanding paper, and then once all that was done, I was able to start spraying the actual paint color. This is Cottage Paint, and it's called Blue Jay. I did 2 coats, maybe 3 on the sides and the top of the paint color. I also sanded in between coats as well with the 220 grit sanding paper. Here's what it's looking right now. I also sanded the edges, I sanded on top just to give it that distressed look, and that the primer was showing through. I thought that looked really nice. I took my clear coat, which is the Country Chic Paint clear coat, it's a top coat, and brushed it onto the 2 bottom drawers, making sure it was completely covered with the top coat. I did that so that I could stick on the tissue paper. This is called Marigold. And I placed it onto the drawer. Once that was done, I took my sanding block and just sanded the edges off to take off the excess paper. I then brushed clear coat onto the top of the paper to seal it. I also created some stripes, which I did forget to record, but it was pretty easy. I just taped up where the width that I wanted and then brushed some white paint onto those areas to create the stripes. I then took my sander and the sanding block and just distressed them a little bit and made them a bit more worn looking. So that the drawers would stay the color they were. As you can see, when you spray water or top coat onto the drawers, they turn orange, which is the natural wood color. So I brush on paint, which is a beige paint, and I spray with lots of water and then wipe off with a rag any excess paint. Then it was time to top coat the entire piece, and I used Cottage Paint Varnish in Satin. I sanded in between each coat with a 1000 grit sanding block. I did about 3 coats of the varnish. Here's another look at what it looked like before. And what I did with the handles in the end is I used these original handles without the plaques, and I took off the wood pieces that were in the middle, and you'll see what they look like right now. Here it is. I think it turned out so beautiful. I love the original hardware without those wood pieces in the middle. I love the stripes, the distressed look, and definitely that tissue paper. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. Let me know what you think in the comments, and like and subscribe.